Artifact once again, and today I will be discussing the main issue that retailers usually encounters when it comes to sewing, especially for the beginners. And that topic we'll be discussing on today is the allowance. There are many questions here and there that, hello, how many allowances should I have? Depends on the material you're working on, my sister. It depends on the material. For example, we have some stretching material. So if you are working with stretching material, you can go as low as 1 inch or half inches. There are some super stretchy material that even if you use the exact measurements, it still looks slack on that customer's body. So for materials like that, half inch is enough. And if you are working with the normal stretching material, you can go as high as 1 inch, as high as 1.5 inch. And you know, sometimes customer usually demands that you add extra allowance. So whenever they becomes more bigger or they added weight, so they will losing out the extra allowance. Alright, so that's all about stretching material. So let's go to the Ankara. So when you're working with Ankara, you can add at least 2.5 inches to your measurements. And even that 2.5 inches, it's not like you're adding 2.5 inches because your cloth is on fold. We usually fold clothes into 4 folds. So 2.5 inches in 4 places will give you 10 inches. So even if you did not take your measurements accurately, it will cover up for it. So 2.5 inches is okay. It's enough for the clothes that you want to line it, because there are some, for examples, Ankara, for example, now you'll be needing lining. So 2.5 inches max is actually okay. But if you are working with, there are some style that needs extra allowances, and it's not even that they need extra allowances, because if you take your measurement perfectly, you don't need extra allowances. For example, now the princess brassiere, like we all know, it usually takes a lot of clothes, but not even a lot of clothes, as long as you work with your pattern paper. So on your pattern paper, you can draft your basic bedding measurement. So after drafting your basic bedding measurement, then that amount or that inches you remove to give your clothes that coffee, especially for the princess, that it is usually around 2.5 inches at least. So that 2.5 inches, you would have added it on your pattern paper before you add the allowance you will be needing. So if you do all this, you don't need extra allowances. And even in that cases, after adding your 2.5 inches that you removed, you can still add another 2.5 inches as the allowance, because you would have removed 2.5 inches for the that is for the waistline. You would have removed 2.5 inches. So insert that one, then you add your allowance of 2.5 inches. So the next one I will be talking about now is your trousers. You know, trousers actually depends on the trousers you are working on. We have trousers that are in form of flare, we have palm trousers, we have the ones that are straight. So we are talking about the straight trousers now. So the amount you can add, or the inches you can add to your trousers is 15 inches. So add 15 inches to your hip. For example, now if my hip is 35 inches, if my hip is 35 inches, then I'll add 15 inches, at least 15 inches, and that will make it 50. So you now divide 50 into 4, then you cut out your trousers. So that is all for today. See you in the next video, where we'll be discussing another issues that tailors, especially the beginners, usually encounter. All right, bye.